Well, Greater Minnesota students are getting a treat for the ears as a 17-year-old violinist performs at schools across the state this week. For this week's In Focus, Jamil Donath lets us listen in on this remarkable young talent.
Hearing 17-year-old violinist Chad Hoops perform is a euphoric experience. And for Bug-o-nay-ge-shig students and staff, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
It was totally mind-blowing.
It's really inspiring.
It was a great experience, I think, for an entire school.
Being able to share, music and share my talent and give a gift to people, I think is important to me.
At the age of 4, Hoops picked up his first violin. As a teenager, he has performed in front of mass audiences across the world and competed in international violin competitions.
Been to Italy and Germany and Norway, Switzerland, Wales, London.
But now this young talent is touring Greater Minnesota schools to bring classical music to students as Minnesota Public Radio's artist in residency.
For me to merely kind of introduce classical music and the arts to young people is something special for me to do.
In between his pieces, which he plays completely from memory, Hoops answered questions about his taste in music, his travels, and about his violin.
It's almost 300 years old. And it's a Stradivarius, so it's definitely a very rare violin.
Many audience members, including students, say what was really interesting about this experience was being able to combine classical music and the Native American culture.
It's cool to see how other people, do their music and how we do our music.
After Hoops performed for the students and staff, they returned the favor by showing him traditional Native American music and dance.
He was really into it, actually. He asked a lot of questions. He seemed to really enjoy it.
It was definitely a unique kind of thing that's happened, and it'll definitely be something that I'll remember for a long time.
That's a good idea. Students got to interact with the talented teenager during a meet and greet where Hoops signed free copies of his latest CD.
I would listen to classical music.
It gave me inspiration to go out and find my calling.
Me playing classical music doesn't mean that there's a barrier. Music is music.
There's no doubt that these students were touched in some way by the passion and talent of this young violinist. Because no matter what the instrument or genre, there's nothing quite as powerful as the message of music. For this week's In Focus, Jamil Donath, Lakeland News.
Boy, the young man can play, can't he? Hoops has also made a visit to Brainerd this week, and you can visit NPR's website for more information. And if you have an In Focus idea, email us, tweet us, or post it to our Facebook page.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.